So how long have you been a reservist?
So I've been a trained soldier for a good few years now. They obviously start you off with your basic training that everyone has to go through, and then you do your trade training, which for me is infantry. I started getting some decent course reports. I didn't want to get ahead of myself. I didn't want to start thinking I am the big all I am. I needed somebody to say, you're good at this. I think you would make a decent NCO, a decent non-commissioned officer. I can see you being useful in a more senior role sort of thing. It was interesting the way the course was run, because obviously they're trying to work out whether your leadership material during this course, they only get you for 2 weeks. So in that 2 weeks, there's plenty of learning that you can do in terms of leadership styles, what is a toxic leader, they're trying to find out what kind of leader you are. So they're trying to find your leadership style and then play to your strengths. The people that get through that course, they can confidently put a big tick in that box to say these people are the people we're looking for, these are the people that we know are going to be able to do the job under those pressures. And I suppose that is what you get from a reservist course. They can't gradually phase you in over weeks and weeks and weeks. They just need to hit you with it and say, yes, we can see them doing the job. It's a confidence builder. There was more time on that course. I was saying, I don't know how I'm going to manage this, but somehow finding a small spark inside yourself. Everybody learns differently, everybody absorbs information differently, everybody approaches problems differently. And quite a lot of the course did focus on getting the best you can out of your team. It's fortuitous that I started at Oxleas when I did, because all of the other jobs I've had previously, I would not have been able to do my reserve service with it. The fact that Oxleas is a fully signed up gold standard member of the military covenant, everyone from my colleagues that I work with to my management has supported me when I've got a course I need to go on. I would say, this is the course, this is the dates for this course, and it's never felt like, oh, we're going to try and work out how to do this. It's always been, okay, these are the dates for the course, we're going to work out how we're going to make this happen. When someone says infantry, you think, okay, fixed bayonets, fighting, violence of action, go, 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 fitness. But there's more to it than that. There's as many lessons on when not to pull the trigger, as well as when to pull the trigger, and the controlled aggression side of things. So there's certainly a control that you get instilled in you that you can bring to Civvy Street. This is what veterans bring to the trust as well, is having been in these very difficult environments, whether they did 4 years, 8 years, did the full 22 years, you've got this mindset that a veteran or a reservist will bring to the trust that is a I can do this attitude, rather than how am I going to do this attitude, because they've genuinely been in the how am I going to do this situations and somehow managed to get through it. And it's that confidence that it builds in you as an individual. Being able to do my reserve duties alongside my role at Oxleas, it's just opened all of these opportunities to me that I've wanted to fulfill literally since I was a child. So when I look back on who I was as a kid and who I wanted to be, the freedom that Oxleas has given me to do the courses that I've done with the Army, I think that my younger self would be ridiculously proud of who I've become. I am exactly where I want to be, and it's a lovely feeling to be in this place. All the problems that I had growing up with my dependencies and my alcoholism and my parents getting divorced and the horrible environment that I was in as a kid, and I can look back at that kid and say, do you know what? We made it, bud.